Okay, Jennifer, congratulations. We won the house. So what do we do now?
This house and what you learned today or yesterday, we decided to make a bid
Right.
before the auction started. However, we didn't give the seller enough time to review. So per their email, they said we had to, if you recall, they said something about 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I can't remember. So
Yes.
if the bid is starting the next day, you want to give, and you make it, you can always do a pre-bid pre-auction bid, right? So what we did was we offered them $56,000, but we gave them like 2 hours and whatever. They need a little bit more time. So, and I think the reason we were delayed because we were trying to check the property out as well, and we wanted to go. Well, yeah, we went inside. The door happened to be open. Our contractor went inside and took a video, and it looked good to us. So we then proceeded to make the bid, and we bid 56,000 because why did we do that? Because the last
That's a
time,
reserve amount. That
yeah,
was the reserve amount here.
reserve amount. No, how did we know that? Oh, that's right. They told us.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reserve price was listed on Zone, and so that's the amount we made. And because we did it too late, we just had to sit and write out the auction, and nobody else bid. And then because when we made the pre-bid the auction, it said, do we want to be included in the bid? Should we not get accepted, right? So then
Yes.
we checked the box that said yes. And then so after the auction was over, they submitted ours and ours was the highest bid, right? So that's kind of what happened. So now, um, and they extended the auction, did they not? Or it was exactly 4 days? Because I thought it was Saturday to Tuesday. Is
Yes.
today Tuesday? No, today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. They didn't extend it per se, but they extended the time for like the 15 minutes in the end. So that's it.
No, I swear, I thought I saw 14 hours later. I thought it was supposed to be done yesterday, but somehow, okay. And so nobody bid, and then now we're at checkout, okay? Can you do a quick and show the screen where what documents I sent to you that were needed? That was on auction.com, right? So if you want to know what documents an investor, if you buy as an investor, I think there's somewhere
Here,
in here it shows you. Yeah,
it is here.
okay. Click on that.
All right, Jennifer, I uploaded articles and operating agreement. So what do we do now?
Continue.
Okay. So it's a cash payment. Yes.
Mhm.
Do we have proof of funds? Yes. Cash amount. Should
We
I say
literally are going through the same thing the other day. Huh.
yes? Should I say the exact amount or should I go a little over?
No, no biggie, but just say 58,000.
Okay. And we upload.
I'm adding closing costs.
Okay. We already have the statement uploaded here, so we are good.
So let me mention something. If this was a hard money loan,
Hmm.
then we would say no, and then we would ask our hard money loan lender to send us a proof of funds document saying that you know we have the funds to buy it. Okay.
Okay.
In one deal, I did have a problem where it was the bank and they kept rejecting every proof of funds, and then I ended up having to reach out to the closing agent that is part of the auction website, and then they are the intermediary between us and the seller because we'll
Mhm.
find out who it is later. But I've had it happen before where I don't know, they kept rejecting it. And again, the seller in these deals are a bank. I don't know
Mhm.
who it is, who works for them, but they're all different. Okay, so you
Okay.
experience, that's why in my spreadsheet, I asked for you to put the name of the bank. you know, who it is, if you know who it is, because then we start to understand how each
Oh,
one
okay.
works.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyways,
All right. Let's continue. Title company information. We're using theirs, right?
um,
Or should I use
no,
yours?
you use ours because
Okay.
with these type of, I realize I used to always say use the sellers, uh, because then they will pay for us, but then I realized we pay for them regardless if it's ours or theirs.
Mhm.
So we would use Villa.
Okay. So did I spell it correct? VYLLA?
Yes.
Okay. Villa title. Contact information.
Amalia Stevens, AMALIA Stevens Stevens at villa.com. Oh, her phone number is 469-670-2363.
Continue. Yeah, accept. Continue.
No.
No.
Now, second chance foreclosures have no buyer's premium. And per my other email, you can also go after just for foreclosed homes, but if they have a listing agent, they usually make you pay 3 to 5% of the total purchase price. And
Okay.
sometimes it's worth it because, well, 56,000 times 5%, it's $2,800. But then if there's an agent, they can open the door and let you in to look at the property.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it. But I always try to not buy it because I don't want to pay 5%, right? So,
Agreed. Okay.
okay,
So we'll submit.
submit. Okay. Okay, so Zoom, I did Zoom for a while, then I bought like 4 Zoom, then I went over to auction.com, then I bought like 5 auction.com, and then I forgot what the heck Zoom does, but auction.com, um,
Okay.
click on the dashboard. So what happens in this checkout now is that you gave them the information, and
Mhm.
tomorrow or something, you're gonna get an email, and then they're gonna send you um, a link to do a DocuSign. But
Okay.
I think, did you put my name in here or just your name?
I believe my name. I don't. Can we see?
Mm, I don't remember either, but so tomorrow either I'll get one and you will get one, or just
Okay.
maybe you, but they're gonna send you to, you'll get an email to do electronic signature, okay? And
Okay.
then they'll send a separate email with a password. Okay, so be on the lookout. You'll get 2 emails. One is with the password code, and then you take that passcode and you enter it in when you open the contracts to sign. And they're just gonna send you, oh, let me see how many pages. A bunch of contracts. It's just, this is all automated, you know what I mean? All the contracts are the same, generic stuff. And then you're gonna go through it and sign it.
Okay.
And then once you sign it, then it goes to the seller to sign. But I think yeah, and then I think when the seller signs, I can't remember now if it actually tells you, you may, after you sign, it's a 20, maybe 60 pages, and they may include the title or escrow to wire instructions. Don't send the money yet, okay? Because we are choosing Villa Title as
Mhm.
our agent. We're going to send it to Villa. But in the documentation, and I don't know who this seller is, because
Mhm.
this seller, uses, they pick their escrow company, and so we don't know who it is yet, but
Okay.
you'll be receiving automated email, you have to do this, you have to do this, right
Okay.
away. So just hold off because you want the right wiring instructions to send your money. Okay. So
Right.
don't, you might get emails. All I gotta say is wait, ask me, and
Okay.
then because I've had this happen where I think my guy is such a hurry to wire. Then I was like, wait, it's my villa title. He's like, the money went over to the other one, which is in their documentation, if that makes sense, right? They
Right.
always have
Right.
the same documentation that they
Yeah.
shoot out to everybody. Not that you'll lose your money, it just takes a while to go get the money and they have to resend it back to the right escrow company.
Right.
So we're gonna want to send our money to Villa, okay?
Okay.
And then so I told you everything is task driven when we do bank owned properties, because if you can imagine, they have 50 states and all these platforms. It's all automated. You put this information, they will
Mhm.
shoot out a contract, you will sign it, it goes back to the seller. Then the title company and the escrow officers get an email saying, hey, we're in contract. You need to send out a welcome package email. Everybody has a task to do. So and I can say this because I sell properties as a listing agent on Zone for some
Mhm.
of these banks. I have to log on into a platform and I get instructions from Zone and the seller what to do and stuff like that. Okay, so I get to get into the portal and communicate with everybody. So because I know how to do that, I know who to ask, what to, when to ask. I just can't get into that portal because I don't have that contract or the assignment to do it, but it's pretty much all the same. So
Okay.
that's why when I deal with this and there's a listing agent, I was like, when you get your into the email and go send an email to the seller, I want to know this and that. It's just, yeah. So anyways, that's really what it is. But everything is task driven. Okay.
Okay.
And then on the contract, since this is a cash deal, it will be 30 days close of escrow.
Okay.
Um, I think your EMD is $3,000,
Okay.
but I think this is a clean property, meaning there is no liens, there's no HUD, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get title, even though it's cash, we will want to pay for the title insurance,
Of
right?
course. Of course. Yeah.
Always, yeah, so they're gonna ask you, you have an opportunity not to. And now that we're in escrow, oh, I forgot to share something with you. So we need to go get homeowners insurance too.
Mhm.
And I since you and I are partnering, I already have like an umbrella policy through this insurance broker in Evansville.
Okay.
It makes it so easy. I just add another one and it actually saves us
Oh,
money
okay.
instead of buying it individually and stuff like that. Yeah, I just found that out. And then there was another broker referred to me by another sub-2 student, but he didn't know that. He doesn't know how to do that. And I was like, because he said that it had to be all under the same LLC.
Okay.
The other guy said no, and he does it for his other investors. So I'm like, okay, I'm moving everything over to the other one now because it does save me some money. And when as much as we're buying, it's so much easier to just add it under that umbrella.
Correct.
It's not umbrella, it's a master policy.
Okay.
Umbrella is a little bit different. So I think I cleared it up with him. So I'm gonna shoot an email. I'm going to copy you on it, and
Okay.
then we will have our insurance as well. And we're gonna have to pay 1 year's upfront
Yes.
for the insurance.
Okay.
And then but when we refinance, they always ask, and then we have to change the policy name into the new lender, and then they
Mhm.
just change it, but will have paid it in advance, paid it a year's in advance already. So that's pretty much it.
Okay.
When they run title, they're gonna let us know, and then it's then on the seller if they can close fast, and that's pretty much it. So be on the lookout for
Okay.
a welcome letter from Zome, and let me know who that closing agent is. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually have to save, because I now know a bunch of people's names, and then you just gotta save it, because then we utilize them later. As you
Okay.
saw, the auctioneer on this, I sent you an email, right? And
Right.
that guy, Chris, he and I had a nice long conversation. I talked to him for about an hour. I befriend everybody because then I get information from them. And so he was
Yeah.
the one last time telling me it's 56,000, but don't let them know I told you. So I went in and I offered 56.5, but I don't know. How the hell does anybody know? So when you make friends with them, that they will help you, okay, sometimes.
Yeah.
But there's many different auctioneers, and I've kind of compiled a few of them now. And when we sometimes we have bad escrow officers, I will tell you that, and they don't do their job. You need to go, and then I think the holidays, a bunch of them were on vacation. I had to track down somebody to help me, to get stuff. So
Okay.
that's really just the business, you need to reach out to people, and nobody ever uses the phone, but I try to call if they would pick up and talk to them. Everybody, people in escrow and stuff, I would say a lot of them are paper pushers, and they only do email, but if you need something done, you got to call
Yeah.
and hound them. So
Yep.
that's it. I'm rambling on. So you'll get something tomorrow,
Okay.
and it's a contract, and we're on our way to go. And I'm now getting the contractor to get back in and give us a scope of work so we
Okay.
can run. We basically will run and get the place done, and then we could do this in like 45 days, literally.
That'll be
They're so
awesome.
fast, right? They're so fast. And, I kept thinking to myself, because I said I would leave this up to you if you want to hold or sell, because like I want to sell, get money now. Otherwise, if we refinance, we have to leave 20% equity. But you know what? Properties over time will make more money, and then you can always pull more. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. Yeah.
20% is sitting in the property.
Let's take a call once we get the scope, Jennifer. Let's
Mhm.
see like what the expenses and all, and then we'll go from there. I'm open to both options. So whatever makes more money, obviously. So I'm good.
Now, no, it's always good keeping it. That's what I'm telling you. The property will, in 5 to 10 years, we will have it paid off, and that's when you make money. So if we can do this, and you've got your 100, we just recycle it over and over and over again. Maybe you have to spend a few $1,000s. I mean, I'm so insane. I don't want to spend any of my money. But if you have to leave a few $1,000s in the property because you
Yeah.
bought it, it's okay. But
Yeah.
I just try to get everything out, and then some. But anyways,
Let's
yeah,
see.
that's it.
All right.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, I'm good, Jennifer.
Okay, this was easy. All right. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.